What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm team building around Weakness Policy Autotomize Necrozma for Sword and Shield OU. Then I'll be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. I'm doing this live because the first time I used Necrozma, the live went well, but unfortunately Necrozma didn't get that many Dragon Dance sweeps. I think the set has the potential to do much better, so ideally we can see it do some work. Prism Armor makes it really easy to get Weakness Policy off, however, I think that Aurora Veil support is still really nice because it's able to ensure that Necrozma can take hits such as Specs, Dragapult, Shadow Ball, as well as any sort of Ghost type hit from Mimikyu, so I'm going to go ahead and ensure that I have the Aurora Veil support. Then we will go Freeze Dry, Hail, just to win the scenario versus Tyranitar, and Hypnosis with Light Clay on this thing. Hypnosis is kind of a sketchy move. I'm not going to click it unless I have to, but obviously it's really good if your opponent's trying to set up in front of this thing and you don't have many other options, right? Let me go ahead and run Timid Nature, and I'll put the 4 in special attack. There is actually a lead Pokemon for Spikes that I wanted to try in the home meta, and that is Accelgor. I actually haven't used Accelgor since like December, I believe. I usually go for like Drill or yeah, really just drill on these hyper offense teams, so I think Accelgor can sort of mix it up right now. We'll go Focus Sash with Unburden. The speed tier is great, the one downside is I really do believe Stealth Rocks are a better hazard than Spikes, however, if you can get up multiple, it's probably better than one layer of rocks. We'll go ahead and run U-turn, Encore, and I guess for the last slot, I'll just go Final Gambit. There isn't really another good move. And because I have Final Gambit, I'll go ahead and just max out the HP stat right there. Run max speed to ensure I can outspeed Zera, mainly. Yeah, I'm outspeeding Zera with this thing, and getting a Final Gambit off is really important because, at least so far, Zera is a really big problem. Put the 4 in attack, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Power up that U-turn slightly, and we can continue from here. So, generally, what I like to do at this point is add Bisharp, a ghost type Pokemon, and some sort of like physical win condition. So I could try to do that again, or I could mix it up. Let's see what I could do. I really think Bisharp is like kind of a staple on these teams. If your opponent has Mandibuzz and you try to prevent the defog but you can't, then Bisharp needs to be there to take advantage of the Defiant. So I think I have to run Bisharp, the way I see it. Bisharp has to be ran on hyper offense with screens and hazard stack. There's really no other choice. It has to be Bisharp. I'll go ahead and run max speed with Black Glasses. I do like Black Glasses over Life Orb. It just makes it so that if you need to win the game with Bisharp, you aren't going to lose due to recoil. Let's go ahead and make it Force Spadef, and we'll go Swords Dance, Knock Off, Iron Head, and Sucker Punch. Another thing I really like about Bisharp is the fact that it's able to resist Hydreigon's dual stab, and Hydreigon is one of the Pokemon that Necrozma actually cannot hit in the tier. In fact, Hydreigon might be the only Pokemon that Necrozma's dual stab doesn't hit. I guess, yeah, Spidef Mandibuzz is another one, but I mean, if we can combine up on that and they knock us off, that's really good. But yeah, I really need to be able to pressure Hydreigon with this thing, so pretty happy we have it right here. We have 2 slots left. I think the ghost types that I should go with are Mimikyu, Dragapult, or Gengar. The problem with Mimikyu is it doesn't really provide me any speed control, whereas a Dragapult or Scarf Gengar would. I kind of like Scarf Gengar's ability to outspeed Zera, because then my only other ways of beating Zera are Sucker Punch and Final Gambit, so yeah, we'll go Scarf Gengar on this team. It's also able to revenge like other win conditions on opposing hyper offense, the most notable one being like Sub Belly Drum or Clanger's Soul Komodo. I can run Dazzling Gleam for that. And this is once again a Pokemon that can check Hydreigon, which is really vital for Necrozma, so there's some value there. I'll run Sludge Wave, not Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, and I guess I'll go Focus Blast, even though I'm probably not going to click it very much. It's better to have, because if I need to Focus Blast Ferrothorn into range of Bisharp Wincon, I will, but obviously if it's Fizz Def, Shadow Ball should do pretty nice damage on its own. Let's go ahead and run Force Spadef, and we only have 1 slot left, so I could be lazy and just go Cloyster. I slap that on like every hyper offense team I build. At least with screens and hazard stack. Like if I'm running webs, which I don't very often, I generally won't run Cloyster, but Like, the options are Cloyster. I could run like a random Trick Room setter like Hatterene, for example. I did mention I really don't want to double up on fairies. That's another reason I didn't really add Mimikyu. That's why I opted for Scarf Gengar. Yeah, there aren't really many other setup Pokemon. I mean, I could add like some sort of setup Mew, but then it's like basically Necrozma, but like not better, but just different, right? Like, what Mew set would I run? Rock Polish Weakness Policy? It's just the same overlap, right? If Necrozma's gonna have the win, then why have that Mew set? I think Cloyster is just the better staple, so in the end I kind of did just resort to what I usually do, but I think it is the best setup. Let's go ahead and run Skill Link with King's Rock. Very skill-based set right here with Shell Smash, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, and Ice Shard. I would run Jolly Nature, but the problem with Jolly is you don't even outspeed base 110 Scarfers regardless of the nature, so there really isn't much value in that. Like, if you run into Scarf Gengar, it's still gonna outspeed you, so what's the point, right? I'll go ahead and run 4 in, I guess, defense, because it's down to every special attack in the game, regardless of that 4 investment, and the abilities seem fine. Let's go ahead and play. Alright, I have a game right here. I'm on my 1700s account because I want to have really competitive games with Necrozma. I don't want every game to just be Necrozma setting up and winning for free, right? I want to think through it. So let's see what I can do right here. We see a Hydreigon immediately, so that's really interesting. I definitely need damage on that. Spikes aren't going to hit that, but Hail can wear it down. If Necrozma can't win right here, I think Cloyster is my next best bet, but I need damage on Bisharp for that one condition. Yeah, this guy has a few defensive components, but I'll try to play around it. We'll go ahead and lead off with the Accelgor. Just go right for spikes. I don't know what they have for me, but I can Encore them if I need to. They probably just go for rocks, if anything. I could double down here, I think, because my HP stat is 364, and base Mew should be lower than that. Spikes are really good, though. I'll go for the spike. They might switch out expecting the final Gambit, which would be pretty okay with me. The question is, who would they go? Probably, there aren't many great options. Now, if they click Taunt this turn, I'm clicking Final Gambit right after. No, they go for Rocks, which makes a lot of sense. Let's make sure they're clicking that again and continue to spike up here. Unless they're Defog Hydreigon, they don't have Hazard Control, so that's really good. They might get in Zera. Zera would actually be a bit of a scary Pokemon. I might just Final Gambit into Zera, actually. That's a really big threat against my team, I'm realizing. Yeah, if they go Zera, I'm clicking Final Gambit. That thing wins for them. But yeah, that's why Encore is so useful. I'm able to stop stuff like that and win the lead scenario. One thing to keep in mind is I can actually Photon Geyser through Substitute on Mimikyu. I don't know what this is trying to do here, but at this point, I'll trade. Yep, that's a double down, and I have 2 spikes up. That's really good, but they can go back to Mew and try to get up their own spikes at this point. What do I want to prevent that with? I can go Gengar, and it can probably Shadow Ball that, and I can also Dazzle Hydreigon. Yeah, out comes the Mew again. So here's the thing, if I were to click Shadow Ball, could I beat Bisharp after? Yeah, I think I can. I'm able to knock that out. I don't know if the crit actually made a difference right there, but what do I want to do here? I have a few options. I can try to get a Veil, I think. They go Hydreigon. They could Flash Cannon immediately. I really have to keep that in mind. But I think Ninetales is the play anyway. I need this for sure, because I lose to Zera without it. I think I'm going to make the Ninetales play. Yeah, good play going for Flash Cannon. I have to give them credit there. And it's Life Orb? Okay, that's really scary. We'll bring back Gengar and go for Dazzle. That read might win them the game, but to be fair, it was really obvious. It's not over. I think out comes Bisharp. I don't know what Bisharp's trying to do, to be honest. I think I just attack it. Good Sucker Punch play, but I don't think I needed that. Like, I can beat the Zera without this. And my best play right here is to go Bisharp of my own and hope I win this exchange, I think. Or I go Necrozma because it'll live, if it does at all, that's the thing. I am Prism Armor, let me calc that. But Necrozma against Bisharp? Okay, that hurts. And that's not even Life Orb, that's Black Glasses. Okay, I have to go Bisharp of my own. And the best play right now is Knockoff. And if they flinch me right here, I'm probably going to lose, because I need that Zera worn down for what I have left. And Sucker Punch is my way of doing that, so we'll see here. I wonder what they're thinking so hard about. I guess this is kind of useful against what I have in the back, but Mimikyu's Disguise... Well, the thing with Mimikyu's Disguise is it doesn't even stop what I have in the back, because I have a multi-hit move, and then I have Photon Geyser, right? Like, is it gonna do anything? This might come down to Sucker Punch mind games if they keep it in the back, that's the thing. Like, if I can nail the turn they don't Sucker Punch, I can win, but if I don't, this is probably their game. Yeah, they're really considering this turn. I think they should keep it and go Mimikyu, but I don't know, it's up to them, obviously. Let's see what they do. If they stay in and flinch me, I lose, probably. I don't know. That'll be an interesting scenario, but yeah, this guy's really indecisive. I don't know why. You have two plays. You either attack here, and your best attack currently is knockoff. You could go for the Iron Head flinch, or... Okay, I do win that tie. They go for the Iron Head, okay. I think I should go for knockoff again. And I won both ties if they were ties at all, which they should be. There's no reason for them not to be max speed. Out comes Mimikyu. Do I Sucker Punch to break the disguise or not? No, the answer is no. The reason being, I want them to attack Necrozma. Let's go for knockoff. Yeah, they try to SD. And I'll Sucker Punch here and kill it. There we go. Out comes Zera, and my best play against Zera is to knock off immediately. If they knock me out, that's fine. Because Necrozma should beat this now. Just don't crit my Necrozma. I want to see these bars down here. Because it'll put it in range of Ice Shard regardless, right? So all I need to do is not get crit by Plasma Fists, and this is my game. Come on, Necrozma. Where is this guy on the ladder? 1730. He's even higher than me. I'm 1701 right now. Yeah, he needs to crit me. And he went for the knockoff and didn't crit me. We actually get the weakness policy off, and that'll be that. So Necrozma's gonna wrap it up, and yeah, I'll get another game. So I have a game right now. My opponent is actually really weak to my Cloyster, but on the flip side, I'm really weak to theirs. This might just be a game of who Shell Smashes first. They end up leading Drill. The thing is, would they Rapid Spin immediately? That's the question. I'm gonna Spike up. If they spin immediately, that's bad, but I think they go for rocks of their own instead of spinning. Yeah, I'm gonna go for spikes. The good spin play. I have to give them credit there. That's gonna make this a bit tough because now they're faster. Okay, I'll sack and just go Cloyster then. And let's go for Shell Smash. Like I mentioned, this might be a game of who Shell Smashes first, so let's go for that here. If they flinch me, I probably am gonna lose, but I think I have the advantageous position here with the Cloyster, and like I could probably win with this right now if I get a bit lucky. I just gotta get a bit lucky against Aegislash mainly, but let's see what they have to do. If they get a Brox right here, I think they lose, because especially if they're physical Aegislash, because then they don't actually take my hits very well. They should go for the flinch, I think. That's their best play, but like, the thing is, if they clicked Rocks turn 1 and I clicked Spikes, that's great, because I can Final Gambit after, but I guess Spin first should have been obvious. Yeah, he's thinking about it. We both know this can win, that's the thing. So, he goes for Rock Slide, that's not going to hurt too badly. I'm able to get to +2, so that's really useful. He has to use Aegislash to beat this after. Let's attack, and he has to go Aegislash. And if I flinch Aegislash, the game's over, assuming I hit some Rock Blasts, so let's see whether I can get a bit lucky. Yeah, there's one. Okay, he was able to break through the second time, which is fair. Like, not really much complaining I can do about that. Let's go ahead and bring out... I could try Necrozma now, because I can actually Photon Geyser through that disguise. Or I go Ninetales first. Let's go Ninetales and Freeze Dry. It does well against everything. The question is, do I Hypnosis the Araquanid? Because if I were to go for that and I were to hit it, I would actually probably win this game right there. The question is, if I freeze dry into it, I could also just freeze dry everything else and not really care. I don't know if freeze dry is a 2-hit KO though, that's the problem. So let's go ahead and calc that. Where is this? What am I calcing right now? Ninetales against Araquanid. I don't know what their investment is, but let's just say they're around max HP. Which it looks like the calc wants to put in for me. Oh, that's doing nothing. 132 SPDF is really good when I have no investment. Okay. Well, I have to keep that in mind then. Out comes Mimikyu. I can beat Mimikyu by getting up Veil and then freeze drying it. Goes right for that. If I really wanted to, I could risk Hypnosis, but there's no point. Let's bust Disguise. They definitely Shadow Sneak here. And I could actually go for the Necrozma here. Not my worst idea. Because I think if I get rid of this, I can also win with Dazzling Gleam Gengar. So I think what I'll do is just attack. They got the crit through the screen. I think that's it. I think that's probably it. I'll go Bisharp here and try to beat it, but... Yeah, like, the reason I didn't Autotomize is because I'm pretty sure I would have died to Shadow Claw plus Shadow Sneak, so I had to get rid of it right away. And Scarf Dazzling Gleam is faster than +2 Cloyster, even if they're, like, Jolly Natures, so... That's why I wasn't scared, but now I think it might just be it. Let's kill that there, but I don't know if I can win. Okay, no, that's not true. If they go Komodo here, I'm gonna go hard Gengar and try to abuse that. The thing is, I don't know if Gengar can do enough now that I don't have any damage on Komodo. Can Gengar kill +1 Komodo? Yeah, it can't. Because if it has a SPDF boost, I'm only doing 76 to 92. That's so lame. That's actually how I'm gonna lose. Well, I'll have to go for that. Oh wait, I forgot they lose HP. I'm so dumb. I have to Dazzle here, obviously, and I think I might actually be able to win. Let's see what play they make now. I don't think they would give my Bisharp Defiant, but yeah, Scarf Dazzling Gleam is really saving me here. Let's go right for the... Let's go hard Bisharp. Because I think Shadow Ball will win it in the end. Yeah, they go for Liquidation. I think I knock off into 2 Shadow Balls and win. They hard switch in Cloyster it with White Herb. Yeah, pretty sure this is my game. All I have to do is go for Iron Head. They can't flinch my Gengar. Yeah, they die, and I win the game. Okay, let's knock that off, and knock it off again, and then knock it off again. GG. Actually, they don't have bulletproof, right? Okay, I'll be right back. So I've got the next game right now. I definitely like my Cloyster, but I need to find out what the Choice Scarfer is, because if it's Terrakion, it actually outspeeds my Cloyster after a Shell Smash, so that could be quite concerning. Necrozma can actually win right here. Oh, a Scarf Dragapult would actually destroy my team, I'm realizing. Yeah, if it's Scarf Dragapult, I don't know if there's a lot I can do about that, but maybe Bisharp can help me out. That's really my best bet the way I see it. We could go for that 50-50 again. Okay, this guy leads Aegislash, so not quite sure what Aegislash wants to do. Like, I'll just get up a Spike and go from there. Also, I might end up switching accounts, even though I did mention I want to have as competitive of games as possible, because this match took a really long time to find, like, over 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and... let's Spike up again, as they opt to knock me out with the Sand, interestingly. I can go Ninetales here, and there's a couple good plays. I can go for Hypnosis and try to hit, but if I miss, they get up rocks for free. I like Veil immediately. Out comes Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is definitely going to try to defog, so this is a free Defiant, which I really value. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing everything just for +2 Bisharp to have some fun here. Let's go right for an Iron Head. Like, this is actually excellent for me. Okay, they have Foul Play, though. That's some good tech right there. I say tech, but it's pretty standard. Either way, I wonder if they would get up. I wonder if they would just stay in or go Hippo. Hippo should die to 2 of these. So they're gonna stay in. They could go Terrac now, But the fact that Mandibuzz is dead, that makes my Gengar really strong here. Like, they don't have Shadow Ball switch-ins anymore, unless Hippo takes it really well, which it might for all I know. Not really sure what this is trying to do, but I'll attack. Yeah, I do a lot, and the fact that they got that boost doesn't matter to me, because like I mentioned, Scarf Gengar can pick up the kill. I wonder how Spidef their Hippo is, because if it's Spidef enough, it'll take this hit. I do have that 20% Spidef drop chance, though, so you never know. At this point in the game, I need to figure out how I'm going to clean things up here. Because if it is Sash Drill, they leave in the Tracheon, okay. If it is Sash Drill, I think I want to break that right now. Okay, that tells me this has to be Choice Scarf, right? Meaning I could set up with Necrozma in front of this. Or I go Ninetales and hope that takes... I think Ninetales will eat 2 Shadow Balls. Good U-turn. I could have just stayed in. Okay, the question is, I don't think they can stop my Veil with anything. Hippo comes in, I have Manual Hail right now, so I can try to use that. Do I just risk it all on Hypnosis? Like, if I hit Hypnosis and they don't get a Brox, that's best case for Cloyster, but... if I miss it, that's really pointless. I'll go for Hail. They go Drill. Is Drill Scarf? If it is, I think I can set up with Cloyster in front of it, so let's go for the Veil here. Yeah, I think this is the best play. Scarf Dragapult, huh? Goes for SD. Okay, now I think I have to Hypnosis it and really hope that hits. There we go, that's huge. Do I go hard Gengar or do I Freeze Dry it? I think I'll just spam Freeze Dry. Okay, this is even bigger because they're giving me damage for a Cloyster later. I don't know what this guy's thinking, but I'll continue to attack here. He's clearly Choice Specs. So there's the Flash Cannon. There's 2 plays here. I go Gengar and Shadow Ball, which Hippowdon at 88 probably doesn't take very well. How Spidef would they need to be to live 2 Shadow Balls? Okay, not very. Even like just max HP could live that, huh? That's pretty bad. I could go Cloyster, but it dies, so yeah, Gengar is my only play. And I click Shadow Ball. What I really need is a Shell Smash up, and I can win, but... okay, I didn't get the roll, but I got the Spidef drop, which is just as good. The thing is, Dragapult, if it's Infiltrator, does go through my Veil, so... I need to use Necrozma against that. I'm able to knock that Pokemon out. They might bring out Drill this turn, because of the speed control, but that gives my Cloyster the win, I think. Yeah, I sack here, go Necrozma, and try to go for that, I think. Yeah, there's Scarf. I actually disabled their move. Is that better or worse? I actually don't know. Like, I kind of wish that they weren't locked, that they weren't disabled, but at the same time, isn't that a Cloyster? Let's just sleep for 1 turn. Okay. And this is Choice Scarf, as we just saw. Do I set up with Necrozma or do I set up with Cloyster? If I set up with Necrozma, they could go hard Drill, which wouldn't help them. Yeah, I go Necrozma here, and I think the play is Autotomize twice. Out comes the Drill, the play is Autotomize again. Don't wake up right now, please. I think if you don't wake up right now, it's over. Actually, they need to wake up and flinch me. Okay, I got the second Autotomize. I think that's... no, but I'm in range of Shadow Sneak. The thing is, Shadow Sneak's gonna... if they lock Shadow Sneak, they can't win. Let's go for Heat Wave. I need to hit this Heat Wave. There we go. Now they have to lock Shadow Sneak to revenge me, and I think Cloyster can set up on that and win the game. Yep, there's Shadow Sneak. I go out into this here. Oh wait, no, they're gonna switch out and come back in. I need to flinch this. They're choking. What are they doing? Pretty sure they threw. I'll be right back. So I have another game right now. We see another Sand team, and this guy has Hatterene, which is quite unfortunate regarding my Accelgor. However, I'll still lead Accelgor here, as they end up leading Pharaoh. Kind of like Final Gambit right out the gate. Like, it's pretty good for me here. What is Accelgor's HP as opposed to Ferrothorn's? Let me actually check that before I get ahead of myself. So base 80 against, I think Ferrothorn is higher. Okay, never mind. They die here if they stay in. So that's a double down. I think that's worth it considering they have a Hatterene, right? I don't think I was getting up hazards either way, and that just opened up the door for Cloyster a ton, so I really like that. The question is, are they Scarf Drill, and if so, do they go out into this instant? I don't think they are. They end up bringing out T-Tar, which is actually quite unfortunate for me. I mean, I can get up Hail, but I don't think it'll get me anywhere unless they miss Stone Edge. Okay, we'll take the Bisharp play as they go for Banded Stone Edge, and just go right for Iron Head. Maybe I can flinch it, or, I mean, the chances of them hitting, and then I don't flinch, and then they hit again are pretty low. So they're going to sack off Hatterene, it looks like, to get in, who, Drill? Halucha? Are you going for Lucha WinCon now? I don't think Lucha can win right now, because I have Iron Head, and I will Iron Head, and then I can just go for Ice Shard. And then if they don't go for the SD, then my Necrozma will live whatever it does, and can Photon Geyser through it. So they're going to make the Drill play. I think the play is Ninetales. They should Iron Head here. They shouldn't Earthquake. But they clicked Earthquake, which actually gives me an Aurora Veil. Oh wait, but they can go hard T-Tar. Okay, I'm going to Hail here. Yep, and now I can get up Veil. You gotta make predictions like that if you want to get the Veil up. That's the thing. I need the Veil up here. The problem is I still need damage on this T-Tar for like any win condition I have. Those being Gengar, Cloyster, Necrozma. Unless Cloyster is stronger than I think, but I don't think it is. Either way, if they lock Stone Edge right here, I think that might be it. They lock Crunch, and it doesn't even kill me. Let's take damage, and do I go for Necrozma? I mean, I live this. It's Banded Crunch, but I'm Prism Armor. So the problem is I can't really hit them very hard. This was probably a mistake. Yeah, what am I doing? Let's make the Bisharp play instead. Okay, pro moves right there. That was totally intentional. Nice Defiant. They sack off Dragapult. Get into Lucha. I'm just going to attack this. There is no Sucker Punch here. I have to Iron Head. Yep, they go right for that. Now what I do is bring in Necrozma. Pretty sure this game comes down to whether they get lucky with the Drill or not. Okay, they go hard back to T-Tar, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, they crit me through, so what I have to do here is go Cloyster and Shell Smash. And then I think it comes down to whether or not I flinch Drill once, because +2 Ice Shard should do a lot. I feel like I threw this. I feel like I had other outs and I didn't go for them. Are they considering sacking Lucha? Because if they are, then I could Shell Smash again and win. Should I go for that? I don't think they would do it, right? That's such a choke. There's no way you sack Lucha here. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna Icicle Spear. They actually risked sacking Lucha when I could have Shell Smashed. Should I have gone for the other play? Maybe. Yeah, and I don't get the flinch, unfortunately, so this guy has it. It was Sandrush, right? Yeah. Okay, that was my bad. I feel like I could have won this game. I'm able to Focus Blast, but then Drill has it. I don't know why he sacked Lucha. I could have Shell Smashed again and just swept him. The play there is always sack T-Tar, then get in Drill. I don't know what to say about that, but I'll be right back. So I get that the player was worried about sand turns, but let's say he sacked the T-Tar like he should have. He goes Drill, right? Then what would have happened was he would knock out my Cloyster. My Gengar would have to lock Focus Blast to beat the Drill, in which case Halucha beats it right now. I don't actually remember whether I ever showed him my Choice Scarf, but I mean, what's done is done, right? Let's go ahead and try to win right here. No Ghost Resist, so I think if I get rid of Gastrodon, this should be a pretty easy W. We'll lead a Accelgor against the Fish. The Fish doesn't actually outspeed me, so let's go for Final Gambit. So that's a double down against Hatterene. That's actually pretty decent. Like, I'm glad Hatterene's out of the way because it helps out my Necrozma. They're definitely just going to go back to the Dracovish, I feel, so do I just try to win with Cloyster now? It could be worth it. Yeah, this guy, I feel like this guy would go back to Dracovish, knowing him, yeah. He led off with it, trying to get a kill. He's just going to go back to it, hoping to get a kill. Goes hard Gaster. Pretty sure this dies, and even if it doesn't, then my Gengar should have still won this game, I think. I don't know what they had there, but I'll be right back. So I have another game right here. I definitely get that flinch was big, but I'm pretty sure that once Gastrodon was that low, Scarf Gengar kind of just swept with Shadow Ball. Maybe there's a factor I'm missing, but once again, what's done is done, right? Let's see what I can do right here. This guy has Sandaconda, which is pretty odd. It actually looks like that's the Stealth Rocker, and then he has Hyper Offense, which is pretty scary, but I think mine probably has the upper hand right now. What is your HP stat? 72, so I could trade, but I kind of like... No, you know what? Let's trade. I'm gonna go for Final Gambit. He has Sash on his. Okay, well, I should have gotten up spikes then. It's all good. Let's bring this out and go right for the Aurora Veil, as he glares and dies to the hail damage. So let's see what he responds with now. He's gonna go Jirachi. Okay, that's problematic. I didn't think that would be the option. What do I want to do about that? Lose Gengar here. I know Gengar is good, but like it didn't even take anything from that attack, to be honest. And I can Shadow Ball again. It does make it harder against Dragapult, but I think if I'm winning this, Necrozma is the only way. So we actually disable his Iron Head, but I don't know what else he had. Like, if he had a Psychic type move there, he could have knocked me out, actually, but I don't know. We'll see what he wants to do. He goes Togekiss. Hail stops. I obviously just click Shadow Ball. I wonder if this is like one of those para-spam teams and this has T-Wave too. He actually misses Air Slash and gets crit. Okay, this guy's luck is pretty horrible. Goes Dragapult now. I am Choice Scarf, so unless you're Scarf as well or have Sucker Punch, you're dead. Yeah. Well, this was an interesting turnaround. I feel like he had the lead situation and then I got lucky and... yeah, just lucky, really. Let's go ahead and let's just go for Shadow Ball. I know I'm risking Defiant, but it's 20%. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. I disabled Sucker Punch as well. Meaning... I think Necrozma is actually safe. There's no way you're Jolly. Yeah, nobody runs Jolly Bisharp, so I'm able to knock that out. Out comes Jirachi. Oh, he went for that, okay. Well, I can Heat Wave here. That'll be a 2-hit KO. And then, I guess it comes down to what Cloyster has. Unless I miss this Heat Wave. So this was another very lucky game, I have to admit that. Yeah, I can Photon Geyser. If it's not Sash, he lost. Actually, if it's King's Rock and he flinches me here with Ice Shard, he can win, but... yeah, I'm able to Photon Geyser. I think he was King's Rock, and... I'll be right back. So I have another game right now. My opponent has a team that is really weak to Necrozma's Dual Stab. I wonder if he's random Heat-proof Bronzong, because that could actually take my Heat Wave. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's actually a single move that I get Weakness Policy up on, so my priority should just be chipping everything into range of late-game Necrozma, I guess. Let me lead off with the Accelgor, as he actually ends up leading off with the Bronzong right here. I could trade. Don't think this HP is that good. Yeah, 67, so Final Gambit is a play here. I think I'll just go for it. Yeah, so we trade those two, which is pretty good for me. I definitely like that trade, and what I'll do now is just get in Ninetales and try to go for Veil. They actually don't have a very good Ninetales counter right now. They go Wheezing. Could try to Hypnosis it, but I think... oh. Can I not get a Hail while that's a thing? Is that how that works? Nullifies abilities while on the field. Oh, it's just abilities. Okay, it's not my move, so I can go for this into Aurora Veil. Genuinely had no idea what that did. I actually thought he might defog right there, but he didn't, which is pretty good. Let's go Bisharp now and go right for the Iron Head. Mainly because I actually want damage on Komodo, which I know for a fact is coming in here. Then we'll go Gengar. Goes for Sub. I have to like Dazzle. They go for Earthquake. I think it's probably Sub. Well, if it was Sub Belly Drum, they wouldn't be leftovers. They would be some sort of berry. Good pivot. I'm gonna hope that my Bisharp doesn't get burned, as they actually get into Lantern. I could SD up and win, but I don't like that play just yet. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. How fast are you? Are you that fast? Is there any indication that I can tell how fast they are? I think they Drain Punched. Yeah, okay, so that's good. And I can Sludge Wave here. I need Bisharp. Like, Bisharp's really important against what they have left. So I get rid of Komodo. They might go, like, Mantine here. They go Lantern. Sludge Wave that. Oh, that's AV. Okay. Well, in that case, I need damage on that for Necrozma. And then I can go Bisharp here and knock it off. And it should kill. If it doesn't kill and I get burned, I probably lose. But it'll kill, yeah. Now out comes Primarina. I get damage on this for Necrozma, and I think Necrozma has it. Unless they Spatak drop me. Please don't. Actually, the play is Photon Geyser first, and then Shell Smash. I mean, then do the thing after. I just Calm Mind on this. Photon Geyser now. I guess I'll go for another one, because I only have a few of them. I got a crit right there. I think Cloyster might have been able to set up on the Mantine, though. Wait, no, but they could have just spammed Haze, because they had more than my power points, but that's going to be that. Probably went off that crit, but I'll be right back. So I have another game right now. Cloyster has potential right here, but I have to watch out for Scarf Terrakion and Aegislash. If I can get rid of both, Cloyster should win, but that's easier said than done. I'll lead a Accelgor and hope that I can actually get this 50-50 right this time around. This time I'll just go right for Final Gambit. Would he click Rocks or would he click Rapid Spin? This guy clicked Spin as well. Okay, so I'm able to get that exchange right. I could go Ninetales here, Freeze Dry, and knock it out. Perfect. Very happy with that. They might bring out Terrakion if it's Choice Scarf. Or they go Aegislash, one of the two. I think Scarf Terrakion Stone Edge is risky, but they could try it here. They go Aegislash, so that gives me the Veil. And if they start to SD, I'll risk Hypnosis. Yeah, I have to risk Hypnosis against that. That's actually not true. I could go for the Freeze Dry and knock it out Bisharp after. The thing about Bisharp is it doesn't care about King Shield, right? Because if I knock off into King Shield, then don't I get my attack stat right back due to Defiant? I've never been in that scenario before, but I'm gonna risk Hypnosis. Okay, this is just wasting my Veil turns, so if I could hit, that would be amazing. I just gotta hit, then go Bisharp and click Knockoff, and I think I win. The exchange, not the game. Come on, just hit one, Ninetales. I can Hypnosis this, right? It's not Dark type. Well, I can't even hit one, which is, like, wonderful. Okay, well. Yeah, they're gonna King Shield. Just hit one, please, Ninetales. You just wasted all the Veil for no reason. If you hit right here, I can get up Veil later. Like, that's the thing. I don't need to abuse the Veil right now. I just want to make sure that I can deal with this thing without losing the game. I could have got hard Bisharp any of those turns, but I'm afraid of their coverage, right? I guess they're probably just Shadow Sneak, Iron Head. I don't know. Like, I don't want Bisharp coming in. Bisharp's really good. Can take a hit from the Kyurem, can Sucker Punch that thing. Yeah, that was just 3, but it is 55%, right? What can I really say? We'll go Bisharp now, and try to play with that, I guess. But yeah, that was really annoying. At least I got to keep the Veil Setter, but yeah, not ideal at all. I have gotten pretty lucky these last few games, though, so it is what it is, right? They might go Kyurem here. They actually go Terrakion. I think I Sucker Punch this into range of Gengar. Like, Bisharp is good, but now that I have Aegislash dead, I did mention I just need Terrakion, and... Ooh, okay, that's gonna change things. I'm Iron Heading. I can't let it SD. If it SDs, Necrozma can't beat it. Yep, I have to go Necrozma now. Flinch me? Nope, okay. Now I should be fine. I did mention once Aegislash and once Terrakion are dead. Cloyster probably wins this. DD Gera is scary, but I think Photon Geyser plus Ice Shard should do the damage. If not, I'll revenge it with Scarf Gengar. Yeah, Gengar Sludge Wave is a win condition on its own now. Right here I can just go for Heat Wave. Actually, let's just be safe and go for Photon Geyser. They show me that they're faster. I'll sack off Ninetales. Actually, do I really see Cloyster winning when they're Power Up Gyarados? I don't think so. I actually think Cloyster is the sack, not Ninetales. Yeah, let's be smart about it. I mean, Cloyster could set up on Kyurem if they lock like Ice Beam. Actually, let's check the Ninetales here. If they're like dumb and try to Nasty Plot again, I'll be fine. They might Volt Switch out for all I know. If they Volt Switch and they bring out Gera, then Cloyster should be able to live the power up and win the game from based off that. But if they go Kyurem, I have to probably... I don't know what I would do in that scenario. Salac Berry. Okay, well, I have a Choice Scarfer, so it's not the end of the world. If I try to Freeze Dry, I think they have this, but I don't think Freeze Dry kills me. If they're DD, I 2-hit KO them. Oh, never mind, I did 44. Well, I think the play is to Sludge Wave and hope Ice Shard can kill. Or I hope that Cloyster can Shell Smash on it. Okay, does Ice Shard even do that much? I don't know. We're gonna go for the Icicle Spear here. The Dragon Claw is scary. I think I probably lose. Because Dragon Claw should put me in range of Gera, and then Gera probably wins unless I Ice Shard flinch it over and over again. The other play is I just go for the Ice Shard flinch here. It's literally like 10%. It could be the play to win though. Like, I don't think I can win if I Icicle Spear, right? Let me cock this Dragon Claw. Maybe I should have kept the Veil setter. Yeah, I think I should have sacked the Cloyster instead. Dragon Claw. +2. It's on that much. Let's get rid of the nature. So that does that much. 64 to 76. Does +2 Ice Shard kill? Because if so, then I go for that. Okay, I have to hope Ice Shard can kill this. I think it does. Okay, actually, that's plus defense, though. It says it does 16.3 min to this Kyurem right here. Wait, why didn't it change when I put in plus defense? No, it did it. Okay, what I can do is Ice Shard and hope it kills. That's how I win. And it looks like it did. I just Icicle Spear and it'll kill this. Okay. So I wasn't sure whether +2 Ice Shard would kill it. That was the problem right there. But that is going to be the game. I did hope you all enjoyed. You can find the team down below in the description. Only took 1 loss and we got 7 wins. So that's really solid in my opinion. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.